Hello and welcome back. I have not been filming, but I've been moving some stuff. I've been loading up the bus basically at this point, but the toolbox is moved in. I started reorganizing and filling it up. I got some more of my stuff up in the cubbies. I got this shelf starting to get loaded up with my stuff. I'm putting the stuff in like bins, so it gives it a little bit higher lip, and it sorts my stuff. So like my kitchen stuff is in a couple bins. This stuff is in a bin as well, so keeps my stuff together. I got some jars and mugs up here, which will eventually get filled with either some sugar or spices or whatever I need to put up there. The oven is put into place right there. I got my extension cord ring up top because I have a little power strip hidden in here, and that runs to the TV power and also for the sound system, at least for this speaker and these little tiny surround speakers. They run up to the front storage cavity. But anyways, I just had a really cool interaction and experience with someone. I totally forgot they were coming. I've been talking to so many people on Facebook selling stuff, especially for certain items. There's like a bunch of people repetitively messaging me, but he showed up to come buy something from me, and it was a great experience. Yeah, he asked why I was selling it, and I was like, because I'm moving into a bus, so I can't I can't take it with me. I showed him the bus, and we had a great talk. He's very down to earth, he's a good guy. At least he seemed like a good guy to me, and it was a good connection, and it's just a part of the journey, right? That's why we do these things, and that's what life's all about, is to make connections, meet new people. So shout out to you if you're watching this. You're a cool guy. I hope you enjoy the tire changer, and yeah, so let's get back to the bus. We're just doing a bunch of stuff. Let me flip the camera around. So I'm still waiting on the wire. I gotta figure out where I can get wire so I can hook this up. I did get this plug outlet for this guy for the inverter wires in case I want to try hooking up this inverter. But this is only a 400 watt inverter, which is kind of small. But if this guy comes and picks up and buys my motorcycle later today, I should be able to afford the bigger inverter I want to get. So I'm holding off on putting that plug outlet on for right now. But something I'm gonna do right now is before that guy came, I'm clearing this area off, and I'm gonna try to go grab my couch to put in here, so I can start getting that set up and get the legs built for it. So I got this area cleared off. I just got to move that again because I was showing them the bus, and I'm gonna try to get that moved out here. I got my Allen keys so I can take the old legs off. But yeah, we'll cut to when I got the thing in here. Okay, so the futon is in here. This is a Click Clack, by the way. It is folded right now and taken apart. This is how you'd get it in the box, basically. That's how it fits in a box. It sucks that it's raining today because I'm tracking in all this crap, and I don't want to get that all over the futon, but it is what it is. These rods also they used to be a part of like a stand-up closet or something, but I figured they could probably be used as curtain rods, potentially, because I could screw this into the wall of the bus. You can see it goes right past that window and past that window, so I can hang a curtain on each of those, and this will hang them up in theory. So I think that's a good reuse for those. Alright, so it's sitting up on the platform. I didn't make any legs for it yet. As you can see, when it's pushed back, it really doesn't overhang that much. I pushed it back until it hit that bracket under there, but that leaves a very nice sized aisle. I gotta spread my legs very that's a weird way of comparing it, but I got plenty of room here. All right, and then once that gets folded down, it'll come out. But obviously when I'm folding that down and sleeping, I don't need to be walking up and down the bus, right? So that should work out just fine. I gotta make some legs to stabilize the front side of it, but that shouldn't be too difficult. These end legs just screw in. So basically I could take, you know, a post and put one of those little threaded rods on the end to screw it in, just like the normal legs were. And then for that center one, it's gonna be a little bit different because those ones are like brackets to keep this from folding. So we'll see how I do that one. If I do one there, I mean, the two outer ones might be enough, but I'll probably put some kind of support piece in there. We'll see. Just working on moving stuff in here, and now I got my dresser in here and it fits perfectly. Those bottom drawers have stuff that I don't typically need to access on a daily basis. Most of the stuff I generally need are my shirts, underwear and socks, and then I got my bottoms up here, which are pants currently. These bottom drawers, when I want to, I can unlock the wheels and slide this whole thing out. From there, I can lock the wheels again or put something. But if I'm on flat ground, it should just stay. And then here, I have like nice clothes if I need them, some extra belts. And I also have, at least right now, since I haven't switched seasons on my clothes yet, all my summer stuff. So my summer tops and bottoms are in there. And then down here is just long johns, extra winter clothes, extra nice clothes, some PJs if I need them. A lot of stuff I don't typically use on a daily basis, or I don't need to grab all the time. And then this can just slide right back in there. It's a nice tight squeeze down in there, which is good because I don't want to move it around while I'm driving. And that's in there pretty good. And I think it fits, you know, the build pretty well. I think this whole area just kind of blends together well. The black couch with the black things, and those nightstands I've had since, what was I, 12 or 13. So those have been around for quite a while. That was my first bed set that I got with those. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep loading stuff in. I'm gonna go grab those drawers that have all my cooking stuff, and I'm gonna load those into the bus. I think we're gonna spend the night in here. I'm gonna run to the store after I get these drawers loaded in. I'm gonna go to the store and try to get a threaded piece that'll go into my wood, so I can make new wooden legs that are extended, so it'll reach down here, because this guy is a little bit short, obviously, because this platform is a lot higher than this originally was, so I can have more storage down there. So I'm gonna get piece that fits on there that'll go in my wooden legs, and then this is the other leg that would go on the hinge down there to keep this from folding, so it would bolt in there and physically stop it. What I'm probably gonna do is take a mending brace, or basically just a bar that will line up with these holes, or I'll drill some holes so then I can screw that bar to the couch, and then that bar can be screwed to whatever wood leg I put in the center there. So yeah, I'm gonna move those drawers, and then I'm gonna head to the store to get a couple parts. Since I sold something on Facebook, I have some extra money, so now I think I can afford the cable for this. So I'm gonna stop at the auto parts store and see if they have some 4-gauge wire so that I can run this to my battery terminal. Maybe I should see if they have some with pre-made ends on it, but I do think I have, oh yeah, I have one more crimp end, so I either need to get more of these and some cable, or if I can find some pre-made cables, that works too, I guess. Okay, I'm back from the store. Finally, a couple things happened, so let me talk you through. First off, I got some leveling blocks from a guy on Facebook. He was asking 20 bucks in Enosburg, and I said, would you take 10? And he said yes, so we got those. I had a long chat with him. He's a Jehovah's Witness, and we were just talking about life and religion and a bunch of stuff. But I got back, I just put the bus on those just to try to get it leveled out for tonight, because I think I'm gonna try to sleep in here tonight. Also got these 2 pieces of wood cut out to 18 inches for my legs. And as you can see, that is a little long, but that's okay because I'll lift that up and actually have the weight of it on there. But maybe I should remeasure these just to make sure they are correct. All right, I cut these an inch too long. They're actually supposed to be 17 inches. So that's what I have them at now. What I'm gonna do is got these little guys from the store. That's what I went there to get. But these should screw in to the bottom. Where is it? Right there. So those will screw into there as far as I can get them, preferably. And then I'll drill a hole in the bottoms of these guys, or in the top of these, and they will screw up into there, giving me 2 little legs. I also got some 4-gauge wire so that I can hook up the charge controller. I don't have any circuit breakers that are solar rated or anything like that, so I don't know. I might look into the importance of that for tonight before I do that, because if I'm going to be staying in here, it's getting kind of late. I want to finish these legs up, and I want to move to maybe getting some curtains up temporarily, so that when it gets dark out, everybody doesn't see everything I'm doing in here. So yeah, the solar charge controller is probably going to be a tomorrow thing at this point, because I still need to make dinner and I'm pretty hungry, and I need to clean all this up so I can use this space. So I am going to get these legs put on real quick, and then I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to try to get curtains hung up, and then we'll get into making some food for tonight. The neighbor's dog finally stopped barking, so I folded this down just to get an idea of, you know, how far out it would be with it folded down, and it lands right where I thought it would, basically lined up with that beam. So I have this entire aisle to walk through when it's folded down, and it's still pretty comfortable. So that's not secured yet, but that fits in there. That I just had that thing already pre-cut at like 16.5. That board's about 1/2 inch. That actually works out kind of well, because if I just screwed a 1/2 inch board to that, then I can drill the holes that match that foot or pattern to bolt it right up to the bottom. So I'll probably end up doing that, not tonight, because I just needed something to support it so that I can sleep on it, but that'll be good. So I'm gonna fold this up. I've gotten the countertop pretty much cleaned off. The propane tank is hooked up again. I am plugged into the wall. So yeah, I'm gonna fold this up, and I'm gonna grab a couple things out of the house that I need for tonight, and we're gonna start making some dinner. All right, so I'm out in the bus. I got the electric heater running. Everything is basically set up at this point. This is the first time I'm turning the Roku TV on, so I'm still getting that set up. It is being super annoying. I had to factory reset the whole thing because YouTube just wouldn't stay on it, and a bunch of other crap is on there. So I'm just resetting that. But I had a beer left in the fridge, so I think today is a great day to crack open a beer, because we're gonna spend the night in the bus, so might as well have a good time doing it. So here we go. So for dinner tonight, I made some chili the other night, so I got some leftover chili. But instead of just eating a little bowl of chili for dinner, I figured let's mix it up, add in, make a box of Velveeta, and we'll make some chili mac, because dang, some chili mac be fire, you know. And we're gonna do it in the bus with the cooktop. Oh, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I just want to get the Roku set up so I can do my thing and boil the water while I'm watching a video or listening to some music. So I'm gonna sip on my beer and finish getting the Roku set up so I can get some tunes bumping. All right, got the TV set up for my liking. So now I am hungry as hell. I still haven't gotten any curtains up because the TV fiasco. But shit, if I gotta sleep in here tonight with no curtains, so be it. People can watch me sleep. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, let's get cracking into some food because I am starving. I ain't eaten all day, and I'm ready for some chili mac, man. It sounds fire. So yeah, I got all my dishes down in here. So I'll get a pot out. I'll fill it up with some water. I still got to put the magnets on those drawers so that they stay closed, but I put those leveling blocks under one of the rear sides, so having it just slightly more level is already way better. I got a little Primo water dispenser down here with a 5-gallon jug, so I'm gonna fill this up, and we're gonna light the propane and get it going. And yes, I'm using the jug water for this because it's cooking. And honestly, this is getting boiled, so it's not a huge deal. But I haven't put a filter on my main water supply yet, so I'm just gonna try to keep the cooking water, like anything I'm drinking or using for cooking, as filtered water or out of the jug or whatever. But I do have water in here. I have yet to test the drain, so I mean we can do that real quick. It drains. It's not leaking everywhere, at least not yet. So hey, that's pretty good. I mean, there's a little sitting in the sink right now because, well, the bus isn't completely level yet. But yeah, let me get this guy lit up. I got a lighter there, but this one's starting to die. We'll see if we can get it lit with this. Oh, it's gonna stink in here now. There we go. Yeah, baby. Got it. Alright. Oh, it just went out. I think we got a little bit of air in the lines right now. I'm also gonna crack a window and get this little fan hooked up. This actually works perfect. I tested it earlier. I also want to smoke a bowl in a minute, but I want to get this water going first, and then I will pack one up. But yeah, this fan fits in this window perfectly, or any of the windows I want, and it can be used as an exhaust fan. And I got a little USB hub down here that I can plug it into. Also is wonderful. Turn this on. Awesome. All right, let me get a bigger lighter. I got all my lighters in here. I got a nice big one. Safety first, right? Safety third. It's just blowing out my flames. There we go. Oh. All right, I think we're cooking. It's lit. Hopefully it stays lit. All right, we gone. All right, sweet. It's not all hot around the sides, but yeah, this should pull out any fumes. But we're gonna let that start boiling. You gotta salt the water, of course. I'm gonna prepare my mac. I'm getting the cheese sauce out of the way. Sweet. Alright, we're ready to go. This can probably live up there. We got a fire extinguisher nearby if needed, but I'm gonna go get the weed. I did also mount, you probably saw it up there, the carbon monoxide detector. So I got that in here. I didn't really want to put a smoke detector because it's such a small space that if there's gonna be smoke, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna smell it and I'm gonna see it. And a smoke detector is not gonna really help me at all. You know, in a house, I can see it being helpful. You're in a different room and smoke is building up in some other room, it's gonna go off. But there is no other room here, so if there's smoke, I'm gonna know about it. Otherwise, I'm just not at the bus, and even if there is an alarm going off, it ain't gonna make a difference. So, and I'm a smoker, so I do not want to be setting off a smoke alarm every 5 minutes just smoking a bowl. So there is that as well. So I put a carbon monoxide detector for the event that you know, that is needed. But otherwise, you know, I don't need no smoke detector. I am a smoke detector. All right. We got a nice bowl packed up now. I haven't really smoked very much today, but I am excited. This water is almost boiling already. At least in one corner it is. Damn. It's a pretty good burner, I'd say. It is a little sketchy using this on an angle because it's a little slippery. But like I said, the bus is relatively level right now. But yeah, let's toke one up. So cheers. Let's see if I can light this off of there. There we go. As you can see, that evacuates the smoke very nicely. Alright, I'm gonna let this water boil. I'm gonna throw the pasta in, and I'm gonna jam out some Rolling Stones. As you saw in the time lapse, I'm starting to put the curtains together, at least somewhat putting them together, but my timer went off for the noodles, so they are ready. Thought I just saw a burnt one, but maybe I'm just tripping right now. Yeah, let's put the chili in, and the cheese. Obviously, you gotta put the cheese in the Velveeta, bro. That's the best part about it. It's because you don't need milk. There's no extra ingredients out of the box that you need to make Velveeta. That's why I make it all the time. And I just add extra protein on top. You know, that's what I do. I add protein to Velveeta Mac, and you get good results. All right. Let me bring you a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. All right. You guys got like a POV shot right here. This is my life right now. All right, hold on. I can make it even a little bit better. There you go. Yeah, you're just like right up against the counter. I'm sure we all know the meme. You know what that sounds like. The chili, I know it doesn't look great right now, but wait until we get it warmed up in the Mac bath, you know, because we're not done cooking this right now. All right, I know the mac and cheese is done cooking technically, but we're not done cooking this yet. All right, because we gotta add the chili mac. All right, we gotta add this to it, and you know, This is like probably the most substantial meal that I've had today, so we're gonna use it all. All right, we're just gonna load up on this because I am a hungry man. And I've done a lot of work today. I've been working on the bus, and that's how we've been able to stay in it tonight. But I did spend a lot of time talking to a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, I gotta say, the man had a fair argument, you know, so he wasn't capping. So I listened to him, I heard him out. We're gonna light this up one more time. Okay, that was hard to do with the camera right there. But we want to get this chili nice and going, so I'm gonna light that up again. We're gonna put that on there. We're gonna get it nice and warm. Also gonna add just a little bit more salt and a little bit of pepper. So you gotta have fresh pepper. We need to keep stirring this because we got the heat on. Actually, we can turn this down quite a bit. Not really see it. Right there, that should probably be good. We just wanted to heat up the chili, and now it's steaming, so we know that's nice and warm, because the chili was in the fridge, even though I was kind of sitting out while I was preparing everything else. But I also, before I put this in a bowl, I want to put these curtains up on the one side, so let me turn you around. So what I've done here, like I said, I had those rods before, but instead of mounting them just quite yet, I'm just sliding them underneath there, just enough so that I can hold the curtain up for now, and enough, and I'm just going to slide it over the back of the couch into position. There's just drooping there. I got some zip ties that I can put on that over there in the corner to fix that, so that should be good enough for tonight. I mean, I can block that one side where like all the neighbors are, and then the other side's just like traffic, but my bed's here, so like that's right next to where I'm sleeping, the windows, so I mainly wanted those. The other side's got the cabinet, so I'm not as worried there. Alright, so let's get this in a bowl. Wrong drawer. I'm already messing up, but I put the food in the second drawer because if there ever was a critter that got in here or something, its first drawer on the bottom, if it got down underneath the cabinets, wouldn't be food. You know, it'd be just dishes. So maybe it would think to leave. Just my idea, or pests would keep pests out there. Alright, so I'm gonna put some YouTube on and enjoy my chili mac for the night. Oh, it's so good. I mean, my chili's good, mac's good. Two good things put together equals even better good, you know, so good. I mean, I don't use like crazy words to describe things. Tastes good, right? And this is good. And that's all you need, right? So, I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah. That was delicious. I mean, it was a lot, so it's kind of hard to finish, but it was good, like very good, and I did finish it. Alright. I'm not on very level. I'm not on a level part of the driveway, so the sink isn't draining very well, so I'm not going to rinse too much out. But I am on the leveling blocks I got, I'm only on the middle thing because it's like 3 tiers, so I'm only on the middle tier. So if I drive forward just a tiny bit more, it would bump me up another tier. So I mean, I could do that, but I don't want to run over the extension cords that I ran out there. So I got 2 15 amp extension cords. One's running the heater by itself through the window. The other is to my shore power cord, running the rest of it, which is just the TV really right now, and the converter that is charging the battery. I'm running 12 volt appliances like the water pump and the lights, but that's it. It's not really running very much, so if anything, the heater's drawing more on that other extension cord than this one is. But it's not supposed to be very cold tonight. It's only supposed to be like 49, 48, 49 degrees tonight, which is basically what it is outside most of today. So the heater, once it heats up in here, it won't have to work very much to keep it heated. So I don't think I have anything to worry about. But yeah. Also have extra blankets if I need. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on the curtains and try to zip tie them up a little bit better than they are right now for temporary purposes. And starting to get dark outside, but I do have curtains on this whole side of the bus hanging up. They're not permanently installed yet, but they are semi-installed. So that area there is just held up with zip ties. The other ends are just shoved into areas where they just sit. But they cover the windows. That one I just cut in half and is hanging there, so this will give me inspiration of how I'll hang the curtains tomorrow when it's daytime out. But I only have half of a curtain left from this new pack right now because I use this first. The side windows here are one curtain sideways from IKEA, and then the doors back there I just covered with curtain hanging, but I cut it in half for length because that is plenty of enough length So now I have the other bottom half that I can hang up somewhere, but I can put these sideways. I could cut this in half again. But yeah, I could cut it in half again because my kitchen windows are even smaller. I don't have a way of hanging it up necessarily. I guess I could hang it off of the shelf, but I don't want to cut the curtain to do that because I have more curtains I can cover these, and I want to fill these with wool, some of them, so we'll see. But I'll probably put this one in that back door because when people drive by, like in an SUV or truck, their window is about lined up with that window, so you can kind of like see right into the bus a little bit in higher vehicles. So I'm gonna cover that up with this guy. The toolbox covers that other window pretty well, so that should be fine there. Alright, so I've turned the main lights off, and I just have like a small little light running at this point. So it's not so bright in here since I don't have all the windows covered, and the windows I don't have covered are pointed directly at the neighbor's house across the road, and their kid stays out like super late playing basketball, so it's a little weird. But I'm realizing that I forgot my tea kettle, so I'm gonna run inside and get that, as well as use the bathroom for the last time, since I don't really want to use the bathroom out here since I have access to one right inside. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, use the bathroom, grab the tea kettle so I can make a cup of tea, and have a piece of sweetbread, and yeah, we'll finish off the night and get ready for bed. Alright, so I'm back. I grabbed a couple more things from inside, more than what I said I was going to. I did get the kettle. It's right there, and I'm actually going to run that off of the EcoFlow, since it is a pretty powerful kettle. I don't want to run it off the extension cord like that, so I'm going to run that off of the EcoFlow. I've done it before, even though the EcoFlow is not rated for it. It's a little, that kettle is a little overpowered. And I need to get a new kettle at this point. I mean, thank you, Mom, for the kettle, because I know you're watching. Thank you for the kettle, and I know you really wanted to give me like a big one, but you know how I really wanted a small one. I think that was just the cardboard, pretty sure. It kind of scared the shit out of me. You know, all these noises, man, when I hear these weird noises in here, it kind of freaks me out. But, yeah, thanks for the kettle. I really wanted a small one, and this is probably why. And it's because this one, the minimum amount of water that you're supposed to put in it to use it is like more than a cup of tea that I need, so it's kind of like a waste of water. And it's a little overpowered for what I can run in the bus, electrically wise. So I either need to get like a propane stovetop, like a stovetop kettle, which I might get one of those anyways. But I do want to get a smaller electric kettle probably someday. Which one I get first, I don't know. That is still to be determined. But for now, we'll use that. It just takes a bit longer running off the EcoFlow because it's not going to get the full wattage that it's supposed to run at. But we're going to make a cup of tea real quick, and we're going to cut a slice of sweetbread and toast it up because that's the best way to have it. I brought a pan out and some butter. those were the extra things I brought out. So we're gonna whip that up real quick. All right, so let's bring you along as well, because you guys are spending the night in the bus with me too. You know, we've done all. If you've been along in the journey, then well, you've been waiting for this moment. So here it is. Let's do it. Yeah, my sugar's down here in a bag right now, but eventually I'll probably put it in one of those jars up top, because I use the sugar pretty often. But honestly, I should actually start the water first before I start loading up the cups. That is boiling, so real time right now. You can see how long it takes that to boil while I get the rest of my cup of tea ready. Oh, I don't have any spoons out here. That's all right. Starting. Let's get in there. Alright, let's get the scoop bread going. See if you can see it. Oh, stuff is so good. This is my first night in. I'm already prepared for this. You know, it feels so natural already. We're boiling on this sucker. How long was that? I'll put it up on the screen, however long that took to boil. That will tell you. That's me putting, not even enough. I put like 4 squirts out of the 5 gallon thing. And Not quite enough to fill up the top of the tea thing, but you know, the universe is probably telling me I probably shouldn't fill it up on the first time in the bus with a hot cup of tea like this. So, that'll be fine. I was at like 84% before, and I'm at 71 now after boiling that 1 cup of tea. By the way, this is well hot. I can't really get a low temperature on this thing. I don't know. It's a little hard to do to get a really low temperature on that burner. At least I haven't figured it out with the one side I'm using. But that is definitely hot enough right now, so I turned it off since the flame went out when I turned it down. And I'm going to toss this on. Gotta butter both sides. That's way too hot. I want to burn this. There we go. I'll light that back up in a second after I stir my tea. It's lit. Yeah, I turned the main lights back on as well because might as well. And I think the kid stopped playing basketball, so you know, doesn't seem like he's right outside my window watching me. Also brought out Sammy's collar because Sammy's gonna spend the night with me as well. So to make him right at home. I'm gonna hang this up because he's coming with on the travels too. He's gonna leave him out. See, that is very toasty because this is very hot. So, but I'm a pretty active cooker, so it shouldn't be too bad to regulate for myself. So I don't burn stuff all the time. Some nice toasted this sweetbread. Oh, that I made myself. All right, I made this on my bread machine, which is not out here yet, but will be soon enough. Probably bring that out tomorrow at some point. Cause you know, I'll be making my bread. This non-stick pan is great because I can just like wipe it out basically. So it cleans up very easily. And I love it for that. Just can't use anything sharp with it or metal utensils. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this sweetbread and my cup of tea as I wind down for the night. I wanna thank you all for watching this video. We're just about there, man. We are. We're here. We're here. We're in the bus. We're gonna spend the night here. It's great. I feel at home. Like, really, I mean, just the time I've spent building this bus, it feels natural. It feels right. It's me, you know? It's me. And I love it. Like, what more could I ask for? This is a beautiful night, I must say. Absolutely beautiful night. It was a rainy day today. Not a beautiful day outside, but it's a good day. All right. I'm gonna crack into this sweetbread because, oh, it's so good. So good. Alright. Bye. Thanks for watching. Wait. Did you think I was gonna end the video without showing you how I make my bed? Alright, hold on. Of course I wouldn't do you like that, you know. So we got the click clack. You already saw it in the up position, in the down position, right? But here, I gotta get these scissors off my bed. But yeah, the bedding is all back here. But I don't want to put it down yet, because these are pulled out and I want to set it up more easily. So this is what I do. Real time right now. Real time. I'm talking to you. Look, this stuff is easy, guys. Easy. It's not hard, you know. Why are you procrastinating? It's not a hard bed to set up. Some people are like, oh, you know, when you're building their camper, they're like, I wanted the bed always set up so, you know, I don't have to take time to, you know, get ready for bed. What did this take? 30 seconds? If that, 45 seconds to set up the whole bed. From there, I just, you know, that's nothing. And then put the pillows where you want. Make the bed. If you want, but you're about to be sleeping in it, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put anybody else's ideas down. I'm just saying it's a pretty easy, practical solution. So come up with your own solution. It doesn't have to be some expensive bed lift. I wanted something like that, but this works even better, and I already had it. So now I'm gonna say good night to you folks, because I want to finish my cup of tea for real, and just wind down for the night and put this video together and try to upload it this same night, so I can make the next video of me waking up in the bus, and then we'll go into whatever I end up doing tomorrow on the bus. So it takes me a little while to put these videos together, but it's also already pretty late. It's like 9 o'clock, and I'm not someone who stays up very late. and it takes me a while to put these videos together, even though I'm not doing that much work, just putting them together and making sure that they are halfway decent for you guys. It takes me a little while. So I'm gonna try to put this clip together tonight and get it uploaded the same night. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow morning.